Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister friend, and I am here to share affirmations and astrology with you all for the week of January the 9th through the 15th, 2022. We are here. We have made it. Yay. How was that new moon in Capricorn for you? How is Venus retrograde going for you? A lot of times we talk about all these things that have popped off, but do we keep up with them? Very, very important. And the best way to keep up with what's going on is just take note of what is going on in your life. Be mindful of what is coming up for you, and then figure out, what am I supposed to do with this? So, yeah, thank you all so much for being here with me in this video today. I am always so excited to share with you all. I do ask, if you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up. YouTube keeps up with these kinds of things. So help a sister out, especially since, you know what? You do love what I'm sharing. You do like it, whatever word you want to use. And I would love it if you would share this video with other people who could benefit from it. So, yeah, this week, let's look at what we have. This is the cover of the January 2022 spiritual care package that I create this is what I created this month for the inner circle. And as you can see, hashtag take care of yourself. This is a month to just be easy on yourself, y'all. It's like not necessary to be rushing. Like, why? 2020 and 2021 have shown us, baby, sometimes we just need to take it a step at a time. And we have to make sure that we don't just go, 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 go. We need to relax and just kind of take it easy. So this is how we're starting the year out, is taking it easy and taking our time planning and understanding that we will figure it out in due time. The best thing you can do is to take care of yourself and to just get yourself in this place of just being present in the moment and taking care of any part of yourself that perhaps, needs a little TLC. That's very important right now. That will help you plan 2022 better than anything right now. Okay. Now, this is again from the spiritual care package that I share. And so things that I want to just kind of point out to you all are, number one, Venus is invisible until what is that, Tuesday. Why is that important? It's important because yeah, Venus is getting ready to be rebirthed, and her energy, like a lot of us who are ruled by Venus, if you're Taurus, if you are Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have a lot of planets there, you could feel like things are a little bit slow for you right now. But also Saturn is going invisible this week. So the Aquariuses and the Capricorns will be feeling like you don't have all of your energy until March 23rd. So yeah, this is why I'm just like, y'all, for real, the top of the year, take as much time as you need. Take as much time as you need to come up with your intentions. It's just a little bit of a slower paced time. I told my inner circle it would be good to set their intentions at the new moon, February the 1st, February the 1st, new moon, Aquarius new moon. That would be a great time to set new moon intentions. And then for sure, at the Pisces new moon. So that's something that we have going on. But also the big thing that I want y'all to think about this week is Mercury retrograde. So with Mercury retrograde, I think this is not a Mercury retrograde to trifle with. I don't subscribe to being afraid of Mercury retrograde. I don't feel like any astrology dictates my life. The question is, how do I channel this energy? What is the mission? And am I stepping up to the mission? So, Mercury retrograde is always about slow down, reassess, reevaluate, redo, revisit. You just got to go back and do something. Slow down. Be cautious with communications. And so, and also, be cautious with things like with being late. You don't want to be out. You don't leave with a sliver of time to arrive. Like if you need to be there by noon, you need to leave at enough time that would get you there by 11:45. Okay. um, so yeah, I think it's really important for us to make sure that we always implement what is the mission of Mercury retrograde. And the question is, you know, it the question is for you, what is it that really matters for you with Mercury retrograde, and what are you going to slow down and go look at and reevaluate? How will you honor the mission of Mercury retrograde? Now, the other thing that I'm going to say about this Mercury retrograde, first of all, Mercury is going to retrograde in 2 signs. It will retrograde in Aquarius, and it will retrograde in Capricorn. So Capricorn is like a very important sign right now because Venus is retrograde in Capricorn. And I'm telling y'all, pay attention to this Capricorn energy. Capricorn has to do with success. It has to do with planning. This is why planning is going so slowly. So, it's like, why is it going slowly? What have I not considered? What do I need to reconsider? Another thing that I would think about with Capricorn is there something I didn't finish that needs to be finished before I move on to the next thing? So, we'll have 2 planets at some point retrograde in Capricorn. Are you kidding me? Capricorn is very important. It's a karmic sign. I encourage you to revisit some karma that might be coming up. You'll know if your karma is coming up because let me tell you, you will be thinking about it. Or, let's see here. Someone will say something about it. You'll just feel it, right? And it could make you like grumpy or moody or something like that. It could be something regarding money, or it could be something regarding, let's see here, what do you need to complete? Do you need to close out a relationship? Like, do you need to just like put a seal on it, baby? SEAL. Do you need to just close this thing out and move on in your life? It might be a relationship with someone else. It might be a relationship that you have with some memories, because a lot of times we actually do have a relationship with our memories. So maybe it's a memory that you're just like, you know what, seal, SEAL, I'm done. I'm not going to think about this anymore. I am just moving forward. And let's see here. Maybe you need to be closing up some boundaries around yourself, because that is Capricorn. You need to revisit some boundary issues. And, we always say boundaries really are for us to enforce. So I also say, Capricorn, I also think represents empowerment. And so, where are you standing in your power or not standing in your power? Another thing that I think with this Aquarius energy is we're getting an opportunity to stop and look at our progress. And I think it's important for us to make sure that we are framing things in a way that is empowering. And so it's so easy for us to go down the litany of all the things we didn't achieve and never taking stock of the things that we did achieve. Now, Capricorn is not necessarily, let me tell you what Capricorn is. Capricorn is going to go down both lists. Capricorn just doesn't mind going down the list of negatives and saying this needs to be corrected, or telling you what you need to do to get this thing corrected. So, but Capricorn will say, job well done. So-and-so got this, and so they're going to get this bonus, right? So I just really think it's important in order for us to look at how do we make progress in our lives, on our goals, whatever, in 2022, is to make sure we take stock of the things that we did achieve and to look at, okay, well, this didn't go well, to come up with a game plan, to see what lesson is in all of this. Do I need more support? Maybe that's something you want to ask yourself. Do I need more support? Or is it that Saturn is about structure. Do you need more structure to make progress? Just what would help you make progress? So I think that's very important. I want to bring up one of the affirmations, which I don't typically frame affirmations like this. It's from my affirmation deck, but I'm going to read it like this because I think it does have relevance to what Capricorn is about. And it says, I am fearless. I dive into life with boldness and freedom. I am fearless. And Capricorn oftentimes is a sign that it's a fearful sign. It's a sign that can worry, and its energy has to do with worry. So maybe there's some fears that need to be faced that are preventing you from making progress. Maybe there's some bold action, or you having a sense or an attitude of adventure that needs to be adopted. So that is something that, we will say, and it's weird because I pulled these two cards not knowing what I was pulling. So, we might have to say, you know what, tell ourselves, I'm fearless, and follow it up with this other one, which is, I am confident. I believe in myself and my abilities. Now, how can Capricorn help you believe in yourself and your abilities? Capricorn is like, do the dang thing. Put some elbow grease up in there, baby. Do it. Okay, action. Capricorn is a sign of action. Capricorn can sometimes overthink and delay things. Sometimes, Capricorn can make things harder than they really have to be if it's energy that's not manifesting in the positive. But make no mistake about it, Capricorn is a sign of action. And the more action you take, the better you get at it. You start mastering it. And this is where Capricorn offers confidence. It offers confidence in take the action, master what you're doing, and you're gonna walk confidently. So these are two affirmations that I pulled for you all this week. I am fearless. I am confident, and I would ask, where do I need to show up and be more fearless, more courageous, more confident? Another way of saying I'm fearless could be, or affirming this is, I am courageous. And so, yeah. And some of it might be, we need to just embrace, I just got to face, because this is what Capricorn is. I need to face what's really going on. I need to not be an ostrich and put my head down in the sand. I need to look at things, with a very sober mindset and sober eyes, just get real with myself. And so these retrogrades are going to be giving us some opportunity to do that. But make no mistake about it, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, and I can't remember the exact, what one is it? Mercury's going to, Uranus is going direct. I think it is. Yeah, this week. And so it's just a lot of energy that has to do with technology and broadcasting, electricity, that we need to be very, very cautious about. And then there's like this crazy meeting between Mercury and Uranus. Where's my notes? I just want to double check looking at my notes. I'm almost positive it's a square. Yeah, Mercury is going to square Uranus. So what does that mean? uh, so you have Mercury going retrograde, Uranus going direct. Their energy is not normal. Their energy is off. Maybe it's going direct next week. Uranus goes direct. Oh, no, Uranus is retrograde. So Uranus goes direct the next week. And so we have Uranus retrograde. We have Mercury slowing down to go retrograde. The time right around Mercury going retrograde is called the storm. And the storm period is typically when we see things off the most with Mercury retrograde. And so, this whole week we're in the storm period. I'll say, just know we're already there, and it'll be a little bit beyond it also. And then Mercury is squaring Uranus, so it's like this energy of a little bit like they're fighting, it's arguing, something like that. They're clashing. Let's say it that way. And so I just think that we need to be cautious with our technology. I am encouraging everybody to begin to see Mercury retrograde as a time where we can really give thanks for our technology, have maybe take some time to just really show our technology some gratitude, to come off of it a little bit extra, and to don't wait till the last minute to log on. Especially if you're running the meeting, don't be surprised if meetings are off, because Uranus has to do with broadcasting and videos and podcasts. Don't be surprised if a lot of this is off this week. And yeah, like, we might have something with electricity happen, or, one of the things I put, I'm slow to say things because I don't want to speak it into existence, but I just don't want y'all to be in shock. If in shock, speak of Uranus, if there is like, it could just be something shocking happens. It could be shocking news comes out. It could also, and it could be something that is like old news. Something comes out from like the past or something like that. But it could be blackouts too, So just be cautious this week, so stars. Be cautious. Now, the other thing that I want to share with you all, because we're in the midst of creating New Year's resolutions. Okay, I know people hate that word, or that they hate doing that, or we'll say New Year's intentions and goals and all that. I think it's so important for us to begin to remember the power of the word. Your word has power. And one of the things that I want to start talking about more and more is hypnosis. People think hypnosis is something that, somebody puts you into a hypnotic trance. Shoot. Hypnosis is a natural state. It's trance. We all go into it. Humans are created to be in trance. This is how we get programmed. This is how we make changes in our lives. I hate that we have been so ill-informed about how we really operate, but there's a lot of us here now who are here to let you know. Trance, hypnosis. Trance is more of the state. Hypnosis is more of the process that you can do to consciously put yourself into a trance state and speak into your life that which you desire. And so, it is important for you to monitor the words. And I'm sounding the way that I'm sounding because it is like painful for me when I hear people say certain things. And I used to say these kinds of things about I used to be not so guarded about what I said about myself. But you have to be cautious about what you say about yourself. You have to be cautious about what you're saying in general. There's this law called all is one. And so one of the things that is important to know, because all is one, the universe is consciousness. It's impartial. It is not the way we discriminate against people in the world. That's not how the universe works. It has zero favorites. it's just operating on law. And so part of law is it's ever present. It hears everything because it set it up so that it's like, okay, what does he want? What does she want? I need to hear so, we can make it happen. So if we are saying whatever we're saying, it could seem like we're saying it about someone else, but because all is one, it's speaking it back on ourselves. This is why it's real important to watch what we say about anybody else. But I can tell you, it's important to watch what you say about yourself. It's very important. It's important to monitor what's coming out of your mouth and to monitor what are you saying about yourself in your mind. Here lately, I've been saying to myself, are you serious? Did you just say that to you? Did you just say that to me? Wow. And sometimes I'll say to myself, man, of all the people in the world, you are the meanest to me. And it's just like, I can't imagine, like, I cannot imagine saying certain things that I say to myself about other people. It sort of hurts my feelings thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God. I'm working on it though. Because I know better, and I know the difference that it makes when I just stop myself in those tracks. I feel so much better in my body when I catch myself. Like, what the heck? Are you kidding me? I'll talk like that to myself. Are you kidding me? You said that about me? Okay, meanie. And of course, there's every part of myself likes to be nice or perceived as nice, and so that part of myself is straightened up or whatever. I have these little cards that I love reading from, this little deck. This one is called Casting Spells, and I want to share it with you all. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. This is one of the reasons why I tell you all, you are great. You are mighty. You are beautiful, wonderful, glorious. I'm casting a spell. You better know that. Because I know the rest of the world, a lot of parts of the world would love for us to have the spell cast on us of, all this other stuff that keeps us disempowered and operating in a box and from a place of lack. And I'm like, not today. Not today, sisters, and any brothers here listening. Not today. We speak positivity, love, empowerment, abundance, joy, all things good and divine into one another. That's what we speak into one another. And the more we speak it into others and into ourselves, it will just continue to expand out into the space-time continuum, because whatever we do, whatever we think, say, it affects the space-time continuum. So what spells will you cast in your favor this week? If you don't cast a spell for anybody else, cast one for yourself. I want you to speak into yourself. I am confident. I am abundant. I am willing to look at everything that comes my way because I know I am all powerful, which means I am empowered to make the changes in my life that I know I need to make. Doesn't mean they have to be done today, but doggone it, I know I have the ability, the capability to do it, and I will do so because I'm worth it. I'm worthy. And this is what's going to take me into the next phase of my life. We have to speak this into our lives. And so, yeah, what spells will you cast in yourself? And just remember, I'm Omo Yemo Ja, baby. What does that mean? I'm child of Yemo Ja. Taboo, gossip, taboo, speaking anything other than, something lovely into somebody's life. I want you to think about before you, and it'll sound like this, or I'm just informing them. I'm just letting them know. This little phrase from a long time ago: is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? If so, I need to say it. It's a lot of stuff that I could share, and I might share it under the guise of just sharing information. Might be about somebody famous. I mean, that's like the whole uh industries that are designed to just share about what's going on with the stars, right? Even if I'm sharing something about going, from the newspaper about this particular star, I just better watch it, because universal law does not discriminate. It's not like, oh, well, she's just sharing information. No, universal law is like, what's she saying? She's saying, what about who? And definitely, we want to be cautious about saying something about somebody else who we don't really care for. That's not to say we're not going to be talking about it. Sometimes we might, but just be aware how we say it, how much we say it, how long we say it. It matters. It's all casting a spell. And so, the last thing that I'll share, just to kind of take that one step further, I'm not sitting up here saying nobody, I never think negative thoughts, or I don't get judgy or whatever. I just am mindful of it. And once I catch myself, it's like, oh, we don't do that. We don't do that. If I find myself stuck and ruminating over something, I'll give myself a chance to vent and say, this is how I feel and this is what I think, or blah, 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 blah. And because sometimes you just need to unload what happened. You just need to get it out. Maybe I tap a little bit, like, all right, I feel some kind of way about this. Like, I'm like really ticked, or I don't like this, or whatever, all this stuff I'm thinking about this situation or this person or whatever. After a while, if it still just keeps coming up, I'm like, you know what? This is on you. This is not on anybody else. Tyrone Milade, this is on you. And so that's when I'll start looking and seeing, like, what's really going on? Like, what is this about? Do I feel threatened? Do I not feel safe? Did I feel like I should have said something and I didn't? And now it's like stuck in me, right? Well, now I need to tap. I need to journal. Maybe I need to pick the phone up and call somebody, or just freaking get over it. But we just need to understand that sometimes these things will happen. A lot of times, not sometimes, a lot of times, these kinds of things will happen. We just want to be mindful and navigate ourselves through this in the best way possible, instead of just casting spells of all sorts, right? We want to cast the spells that are bringing in more goodness, harmony, abundance, success, progress. This is Tyrone Milade. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you all have a wonderful week. Take it easy, slow it down. Mercury retrograde in town, baby. Be cautious with traveling and stuff, because sometimes I forgot to mention that sometimes we just have to be cautious. Maybe some delays in our travel plans. It's okay. Check and triple check anything that you're signing. Check and triple check your communications. We just want to slow it down even more. We want to slow things down. Take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. Also, if you are not on my email list, I would love it if you would join my email list. That is like one of my favorite things is to share within the email list. I typically will share something extra, something special. Not typically, I do, in the email. So yeah, I would love it if you join me there. Goddess Body Mind Spirit.com. All righty. I will see you all somewhere this week. Typically on Wednesdays, I'm here for mindfulness practice. So please join me on Wednesday for, a live mindfulness class right here on the YouTube. All right. Y'all take care. Peace and love.